Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Shannon Sharpe has just entered the Diddy Stimulus Club. Tony Busby, who was on Jay-Z's line, Jay-Z shook him off like a pit bull. Now he was on Diddy's line, now he got Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe just last week was seeking $100 million podcast deal that blows away his NFL career's earnings. And then this lawsuit dropped. Thereafter, the Diddy stimulus, the Jay-Z stimulus, the Kanye's coming because he got too much money. But do you ask yourself, why is it only black men that's being sued for these type of charges? Somebody put in the comments, why do you think? It's just a question. That's all it is. All right. Make sure you subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel, Juanita Mecca Audio, Juanita. She talks about what it was like growing up on the street without her father that's in prison serving 26 years. So you really want to hear what this young lady got to say, because she blowing my mind, because I didn't even know she went through these things, and I think y'all will find it pretty interesting too. All right. All right, you know what it is. Shannon Sharpe was sued for R-ing a young lady that was in her 20s. I'm going to play this out so y'all can get caught up on what's going on. I might stop it a few times because I want y'all to comment on this. And the main question that's on my mind is, why is it just people? Please explain this to me. All right.
Last week, it was announced Shannon Sharpe was nearing a deal for a $100 million podcast deal as his contract with the Volume Podcast Network is set to expire. Now, it's been reported that Sharpe has received multiple offers and is expected to sign a 9-figure deal. However, just days after that announcement, Sharpe is facing a lawsuit filed by a woman under Jane Doe. According to NBC Sports, the 13-page civil complaint alleges that Sharpe committed assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery.
Yo, they got Shannon Sharpe listed as a bad boy. Do y'all think, wasn't they just, let's ride. I got to ride right now. Wasn't they just saying that Shannon Sharpe was a he cipher, monkey cipher? I'm just saying, somebody put in the comments, let them know what a he cipher, monkey cipher is. But didn't they say that Shannon Sharpe like men? And now he has a $50 million lawsuit when he got the biggest contract of his life for $100 million for him picking up a hobby in podcasting? We ride. Let's go.
In addition, it alleges he engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Emotional distress. If you ain't got your emotions in some type of order by the time you're in your 20s, something is wrong. They have a jail cell waiting for you, and they got people waiting to take advantage of you of all sexes. So let's get our emotions in order by the time we 20-something, y'all.
The lawsuit was obtained by TMZ Sports and says their relationship began in 2023 when she was 20 years old and he was in his mid-50s. Doe says Sharpe brutally
Hold up, wasn't Hugh Hefner with like a 18-year-old twins or 20-year-old twins or something like that, or 21-year-old twins when he was 72? I'm just asking a question, or is the standard different when it's one of us? It's just the question that I have. It's just a question. Good, that's what it is. We create content. Let's keep it moving.
actually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025.
So if he assaulted her several times in 2024, why didn't she report any of this? Why would you bring in 2025 if you was assaulted 4 times in 2024? Just a question. Y'all put it in the comments. I just want to know. All right.
Following a year-long abusive relationship. Now, Jane Doe did state that their relationship was initially consensual. It became controlling and verbally abusive. The plaintiff is represented by Micah Nash and Tony Busby, who you may know as the lawyer representing more than 50 plaintiffs alleging sexual assault by Sean Diddy Combs.
What do y'all think about Tony Busby being behind this case? Y'all put it in the comments. I just want to know. Oh, yo, make sure y'all cop my man. Where's that? Ferg Forever, Fergwear, all right? That's D Ferg and them family, so that's Fergwear. Find them at, Ferg Forever at Instagram and all that. But what do y'all think about this, lawyer Tony Busby being behind this lawsuit just when Shannon Sharpe is looking at $100 million? You think he went to Shannon Sharpe and Shannon Sharpe said, go school yourself? And he said, okay, well, I'll get you. You won't get that $100 million. But he's like, damn, you asking for half of that. You want $50 million out the $100 million, the biggest deal I'm signing in my life. Come on, Tony Busby, you squeezing me. And Tony playing hardball said, nah, I want that, son. Tony said, I want that. You getting 100, I deserve 50. He said, man, I'm not giving you nothing. Well, I'm going to ruin you. And then, bam. They fired and filed the lawsuit.
One of those lawsuits included Sean Jay-Z Carter as a defendant, which claimed that both Combs and Carter were involved in a rape of a 13-year-old girl.
And Jay-Z got in Busby's and got him out of there. Man, round of applause to Jay-Z. Round of applause to Jay-Z for fighting, man. Round of applause to Jay-Z for fighting. Now, calm down, y'all. Calm down. Can I finish the show? Please, can I finish the show? All right, let's go.
Jay-Z is currently involved in a lawsuit with Busby to clear his own name and prove Busby's falsehoods. Busby wrote in the new suit against Sharpe, he demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting her to be at his house on his schedule at his.
All right, let me ask you this, right? Okay, let's play the rest of that.
His command.
Now, they saying that he wanted to be at his call, he's making a call and this and that and that and this. But I just got one question, and y'all put this in the comments. I might be wrong, but I just want to know. Did she have a job? Or was he taking care of her? And he felt that being that you ain't working, I'm paying your bills, I'm giving you allowance, I'm doing everything. So at least be there when I need to release some stress, or I might need a massage, or I might need something cooked. Or do you think that he never even stated that? He just took this for granted, that this is what he was expecting? When there was no consensual agreement, that she would be there and be on his beck and call. This is what he's thinking. This is what she presented in order to get him to win him over. And once she got involved, he let it slide a couple of times when he came in late and drunk. Instead of her getting up to get him something to eat, she said, I'm tired, and he let her get away with it. And then next thing you know, every time he come in and said he tired or he asked her to do something, she said, I'm tired too. Now he gets frustrated and he tried to deal with it and act like he mad, thinking she gonna get right, but instead she's still playing these fake ass games that females play when they think that they got you whooped. Now, she thinks she got him whooped, so she thinks she ain't gotta do nothing and he gotta take care of her. Not knowing that everybody plays a part. I don't need to tell you that if I'm paying your bills, I'm giving you allowance, I'm giving you a car to drive, you're spending the night at my house, I'm doing all this for you, and then now I call you and I say, I need to relieve some stress. And you tell me no. Put in the comments, how would you respond to that when you taking care of someone, male or female, and then now you want something back in return and they telling you, I don't feel like it? Maybe that's what it is. I'm just asking, just trying to create content to let y'all see how this thing could be playing out.
whenever he called. It takes a great deal of courage to stand up against those with power, fame, and money.
Bottom line, power, fame, and money. In other words, they got money. She dead broke. She want the money. She feel like, I'm going to do what I can to get the money. Then she got comfortable after she put it on him a little bit. He might have screamed a couple of times, called her name, said how good she felt it was. And then all of a sudden now she think that the rules changed because he's enjoying her. See, y'all put in the comments what you think about what I'm saying. I'm real curious, man and female. Put in the comments. Let's keep it moving.
I look forward to pressing this case in court. Part of the lawsuit states plaintiff tried sharing her location with friends from her iPhone, just in case. But Sharpe saw her doing this. The moment he realized what she was doing, he grabbed her by the neck and told her, "If you ever do that again, I will effing kill you."
And she didn't think to leave. If that's not a red flag.
Complaint also alleges Sharpe recorded their sexual activities without her knowledge. It also states that it was another woman, not the plaintiff, who Sharpe was having sex with when his Instagram account live streamed the encounter. According to NBC Sports, this was the moment where the plaintiff began to pull away. The live stream incident happened in September of 2024, and the complaint alleges the first instance of rape occurred in October of 2024 at her apartment, where she alleges Sharpe forced himself on her while she was crying and sobbing. The second instance happened in January of 2025, where Doe claims Sharpe engaged in unprotected sex with the plaintiff, despite her request to get him to stop.
Now she's going to blame Shannon Sharpe for whatever extra disease she may have. Real slick. I like that young lady.
Some will remember Sharpe's September 2024 Instagram Live incident where he would say the name Michelle. Now, of course, the internet did its best to uncover her identity, leading most fans to Michelle Bundy, a former love interest of Sharpe, which ended in a 2010 restraining order.
You think she might be related to Al Bundy and Peggy Bundy?
Now, Bundy accused Sharpe of sexual assault, stating he forced her to have sex with him, threatened her life, and stalked her. The restraining order was...
Yo, they said he's a stalker. I don't know. I've always wondered about him with those big, bulky, black, clear lens make him look kind of creepy. And now she's calling him a stalker. Does Shannon Sharpe look like a stalker to you? Put in the comment if he look like a stalker. And put in the comments if you heard that he also like same sex, and then now this is the opposite sex suing him, and what do you feel about that? Let's keep it moving.
Soon dismissed. At the time, CBS News reported that Bundy's accusations weren't a surprise. Troy Hollacker, a Denver area acquaintance of the woman, told the Denver Post, "Everyone knows this is a lie. This is what the woman went out to do." Another acquaintance, Thane Davis, would tell CBS News Bundy was infatuated with Shannon Sharpe. He said she has some insane idea in her head that he's going to be in a relationship with her. She was fabricating stories against me too. Now this new complaint against Sharpe is asking for a minimum of $50 million from Sharpe. It's currently filed as a civil case with no criminal consequences attached to it. Despite the case being within the statute of limitations, the plaintiff is only seeking monetary gain. So what do you guys think about the latest lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe coming days after a $100 million deal went public? What are your thoughts on Tony Busby representing the plaintiff?
Now, y'all tell me, what do you think about Tony Busby representing the plaintiff? You remember how they came with the Jay-Z joint where they said the girl was at Radio City. She was in a limousine around the corner. She saw a rocker in there that came out and said that he wasn't even there. Then her daddy came out after she said daddy picked her up, got her in the car, drove all the way back home and didn't realize that his own daughter was actually assaulted. That was just a couple of things in it. Then she said she went right around the corner. There's no right around the corner from Radio City other than buildings in New York. So she wound up pulling that lawsuit. Now Tony Busby got a new fish by the ankle and it's, why is it only us? Is all I'm asking. That's just a question. I think it's a legitimate question. But now, do y'all believe that Shannon Sharpe did this? I don't know enough about Shannon Sharpe. I'm not really into that. So y'all put that in and y'all let me know. But then now, don't this sound a lot like what, Jay-Z and Diddy's going through? And who else? I mean, there's so many people getting these type of charges. I just don't know what to say or where to go with it. But we need to get this in order. Y'all tell me what you think. Y'all put it in the comments. Let's get this thing going because I really want to know. Oh yeah, subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel, Juanita Mecca Audio, Juanita. She speak about what it was like for being raised without her father for 26 years because I screwed my life up when I was in prison. So while I bared out my soul at Unique Mecca Audio Prison Stories, go check that out. She got Juanita Mecca Audio, which she tells about what it was like being raised out here without me, and I'm learning some things that's blowing my mind as well, and I think y'all would enjoy it as well. Let's keep it moving. All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend the ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can give back to the
cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime. Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.